What is up, guys? So this weekend, tomorrow to be exact, Saturday actually, today's Thursday, we have Street Car Takeover at Zmax. I do not know why I torture myself with this event, because I wait all day to get to run. The parking surface, like the parking's great. It's all asphalt, but it's torture. It's hot, it's rough, but for some reason I keep putting myself through it. So that aside, we have Street Car Takeover down there, and we are going to run small tire like usual. In the past we've gone to the finals there, we've gone to the semifinals, also going out first round. So I'm hoping that we make some rounds on this one to make the trip worthwhile. But as always, it'll take some good decisions on the tuning side of things. After Shady Side, we really did develop some subpar track tune-ups. The track could be worse than we expect, could be better. I always expect bad there. I would like it to be good, because who wants to go fast? Like, obviously, it feels good to win, but it always feels good to go like a fast pass. And I haven't been anywhere close to tickling a PB, which I'm not really trying to, but I still kind of miss that feeling, that excitement. Now I know. Now when I make a pass here lately, because the surface has not been there, I know I'm not going to PB. It's just not happening. I'm not even trying that hard. But anyways, that's what we got. The goal in the end is to go rounds and hope we win a few bucks, cause that all helps us do that stuff. This is it's getting expensive, man. Gas is going up a lot, and everything is expensive. Parts are hard to get. So anything you can do to help alleviate a little bit of this pain is nice. But anyways, let's talk about the car. So really, from Mooresville the other night, we didn't really change anything much. We tried some different stuff on the extension settings on the shock the other night. Actually, playing around with it, trying to slow it down, stuff like that. And we have control over it. It's not like it's overextending too fast, but we're just trying to find that sweet spot. The last pass actually extended the least amount, and the chassis worked. Up top, though, it got a little aggressive. Hard to say if that was because of a lack of extension, or if it's just because that was the hardest way to hit the track the whole night, as far as power-wise. We had the front struts a little bit tighter too, and the limiters moved some. Went ahead and put the limiters back to full travel, which is about 2.7 inches on these things, and loosened the front struts back up to Shady Side for now. I don't even think it's going to wheelie. I'm just not hitting it that hard. One thing I learned the other night is this 145 turbine housing on this 5.3 with this turbo, definitely going to take some getting after it to really make it leave in 60 foot decent, because it's just it takes some time. Like, I was trying to make everything on that last pass Friday night at 1.5 seconds, took to about 1.8. So it tells me that what you have to do is just leave on more boost, and usually if you get into a traction limited situation, then at that point you got to leave on more boost, the traction limit on the line, leave on more boost, but use timing to keep it controlled, and then that way you can still get your ramp in as fast as you want. Which honestly, at the end of the day, timing's the best way to control power anyways. Let me show you something cool though. This car is always way too dark, so you can't ever really see anything. But the other night, I changed that. John and I put some LEDs on it. Modern Racing sells this kit. I bought 2 of their kits, and I still got 2 left over. I only used 2. But as you can tell, we got some lights on the inside now. Look at that. You can literally use that for a headlight if you're driving the vehicle at night. Another cool thing, we're making suspension adjustments, stuff like that, working on it. Boom. You can see everything really good. So that's pretty cool as well. Another thing, it's kind of hard to see this light, but we actually had Jake block all this off right here. So now when the air comes through, it has to get out from under the bumper as well. So it's a little better for aero. What's up, guys? We are down here at Zmax Dragway for Street Car Takeover. As you can see, John's down there just checking the shock pressures, getting air to tires, and that's really about it. And I'm just warming the car up, check 2-step. and we're just waiting around until we go up for a round 1 of testing. So not really a round, it's just an open testing session, but we know we'll probably just get 1, and then we should go to eliminations for round 2, assuming everything is on schedule, which with drag racing is very rare. But let's see how we do. Alright guys, so we spun there in the first pass. 60 foot was super soft. Like it was actually what should have been a 120 60 foot, like a 123. So I don't know if it's just the air or what. But the got out there, and right as boost was rolling in, it knocked the tires off. So we've just been hanging out the last little bit, and we're going to make some changes. Haven't really decided what yet. And we'll go up there again. Probably just wait till round 1, honestly. So just hang with me here, and hopefully we'll have a little better luck in the first round. Alright guys, got a round 1 win, so that's pretty cool. Car drove left on me the whole time pretty much. Then it kind of got out of the groove, and I had to pedal at the top. But after last week at Mooresville, I was like, man, I'm not giving up that easy. And I pedaled it, got a little dumb again, pedaled it again, and we got the win light, so we're good. You know, the car definitely got loose because it went left. Sammy and John underneath it now, just trying to measure some stuff and make sure we don't need to move some things around. See them down there. So yeah, that's where we're at. Did a decent 60. I figured out why the last 60 was off, and so this one right here. Also, I hit it harder, but it did well for what we did. But I think as it cools down, because it's kind of cloudy, so I'm crossing my fingers it stays cloudy, and then hopefully we'll get to run on a cooler track and just keep getting after it more, and hopefully make this thing behave. Alright guys, update. Turns out the wishbone is binding up. So not the actual, it's not binding up itself, but we need to adjust some stuff. And without the projects here, a big pain. So we're going to leave it off. You know, this car is still a OEM triangulated 4-link, so it doesn't necessarily need a wishbone. I had got it just to try it, and I can't say it made much of a difference honestly, but it looks like that's what's happening. Was the wishbone was binding up, not allowing the suspension to work like it should. So we're going to remove that, and then I'm still plotting on my tune-up changes, but I have some ideas. But I'm glad we found an obvious culprit. So now I'm just going to remeasure all the other stuff, make sure it looks good, and then put it back on the ground. As you guys saw, we got a round 2 win. Car got a little loose up top. We think we found why. So we made some changes, and we're going to see. It's us in the semifinals. We either got either a bye, John Gordy or David Farlow. They're all gangster. Those guys are. So I'm hoping we get to buy the final so we can try this hot tune-up. Otherwise, we're still going to run the hot tune-up. So guys, we went to the finals against John Gorey. We had Farlow in the semifinals, and I'll give you a better recap later. But we edged Farlow out in the semifinals, and then in the actual finals we had John Gorey, and he's just too much, man. That big roots blower on the Hemi. I knew it was gonna take a lot of luck, and I did my job on the tree, but after that, up top I saw him start coming around me. I knew there was no, I had nothing for him after that. But it's what it is. Car still runs. Still a good night, and we didn't break anything. Look at this, look at this. That's John's face of disappointment because we didn't win right there. So, but we went to the semifinals, and at least, you know, the first pass of the day kind of sucked, so at least we came out a little better than we started. What is up, guys? Finally getting a chance to film a race recap. I'm here at the house, that way I can get this video edited and get it out tomorrow. But just want to kind of give you guys a rundown of what happened. I'm trying to find somewhere to sit here. So, you know, I watched the video as I was editing what I had now, and I did a pretty decent job. But as you saw, first pass, drove left against test pass against Farlow, and drove left, and we it spun. Didn't really make any changes yet. Just assumed, you know, the boost ramp is super slow, so as soon as the power came in, it was just too aggressive and too slow and knocking the tires off. And this thing is fogging up on me as I talk, and I apologize. So we put a more aggressive ramp in it, and we went to round one. Round one, I don't know the guy who ran, but I followed him on Instagram for a few years. So I knew it was a pretty, you know, quick coyote car. I've seen it run a lot of FL2K, TX2K, stuff like that. He was having issues of some sort, it looks like, but we were able to, you know, despite the fact the car got out of the groove and had to pedal it, we were able to come out pretty good there. And I do apologize for having to randomly stop and clean this. Second round, we had Chris Tate, local guy, driving Cornbread's Fox Body. Cornbread works TKM. And it's a pretty bad setup, but they're just still getting the bugs worked out, basically having some new car blues. But thing has a lot of potential as well. We got, he knocked the tires off, and we didn't make a cleanest hit, but we still went a good enough time. And it probably would have been a pretty good race. He may have even got me. I don't know how much he really had in it, since once again still getting things lined out. But we got that one. Third round, we ended up getting David Farlow. You guys know that thing is flying. Fast car, definitely got us. It came down to the tree on that one. We got very lucky. We just don't have the mile per hour for that car at the moment, and we got lucky that we pulled off what we did. So that put us in the finals with John Gorey, and that was a big blower Hemi. I knew our chances were minimal. We knew that he was Cadillacing all day and pouring it on out back. And got another screen cleaner here. But we put more aggressive tune-up in it, and track took it, but it just wasn't enough. If the car was front halfing like it used to, it would have been a better race. I mean, it's still close, but it would have been a lot closer. But up top, he just had me. So if I could have front halved a lot harder, I would have been able to have done something. But we're getting there. We're getting it figured out. I had some time. I probably spent close to an hour this morning going through the data log for that last pass. I found a lot of spots in the tune-up that can use some improvement. Everything from hitting the traction control in the middle, which the traction control was just kind of on the way my car is set up currently, just a time and pull thing. So if it overshoots the drive shaft curve, it'll start pulling timing out. But it hit the traction control in the middle. It was really rich off the leave. That's the most boost we've left on. So the first time we've left on like that part of the map. Converter slips about 9% out back, so I'm going to probably change the return jet and see if that tightens it up some. And if not, I might switch to a different fluid. All in all, we can't complain really. After that anytime you spin your first pass and have a dumb issue, you're always left you kind of think the rest of the day is going to be the same. But we just got lucky that it wasn't, and that we were able to adapt as we should, and not to mention find the suspension issues. The car, watching the videos now, it's very, very minimal steering wheel movement, which that is a wide track, but as you saw in the first pass, it doesn't matter. You get out of the groove, you get out of the groove. But those last couple runs after we did that, the car was a lot smoother, a lot better, I think they were on something too, and it's going to help out with every other track we go to as well. So that's all I got. I'm not sure we're going to get out again yet, but I have a few changes I want to make before we do go back out. And I'll just keep an eye on what the local schedules are and see what I can actually make it to. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.